Nutrients accumulate at some point near the middle or in the lower half of the body. The cells of the epidermis and gastrodermis divide and form an extension called bud. Gradually the cylindron extends inside. Tentacles also appear as protrusions in the center of which the mouth develops. Once the bud attains a certain size, a constriction arises at its base and the little hydra starts feeding. Eventually the bud pinches off from the parent. It is said that the bud may help in separation by holding on to an object with its tentacles and then pulling itself away from the parent.
This goofy little guy is called a planarian. Sure, it's just a flatworm at the bottom of a pond, but it has a very special superpower, one that scientists would love to harness. To show you, well, it's gonna get a little bit slasher movie here. Okay, don't worry. It's going to be okay. Seriously. I promise. It doesn't even hurt. That would be curtains for most organisms. I mean, this piece here is just a chunk with no head and no tail. But watch. You can see under a microscope that overnight its wound heals closed. Okay, maybe we could do that, more slowly of course. But then it starts to regenerate, growing new tissue. It's that white part, called the blastema. In a week, see those tiny little spots? They're new eyes, grown from scratch. But the planarian, can I call it that yet? It still kind of looks like a blob. By day 12, it's starting to look like a proper planarian. It's got a head, an entirely new one, and a new tail. And it's doing its regular planarian things, like pooping. That's because one of the first things that started regrowing was a tube called the pharynx, which is how things go in and out. It sucks up food, like this beef liver that scientists are feeding it. After 3 weeks, it looks totally normal. From that one planarian, you get 4.